Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor is Maud's Raspberry Chocolate. It's pretty good. It's not cheap, but it's pretty good. So anyway, today's high is going to be 80. Should be a lovely day. It's nice and cool out this morning. Very refreshing. It's about 60 degrees. So all in all, I think it's going to be a beautiful weather day. So I'm still planning on going out there and pulling weeds. Hasn't happened yet, but it's not my favorite task. All that bending and pulling, it doesn't help. So I know a lot of us are struggling with that problem. Sitting down on the floor, and it's getting hard to get up. So, yeah. Sometimes, even if you try your hardest to stay in shape, time has its way with you. So I also still need to work on my dining room. I have a few small projects that need to get done. And as I'm looking around my house, I've got a little pile here that needs to be cleaned up, a little pile there that needs to be cleaned up. So always something to do. I don't know, I often thought it would be fun to live in a tiny house. That way you sort of have to corral the amount of stuff you own. But I don't think that would work out too well for me. You know, the concept is really nice, but I don't think I have a personality that would go well with a tiny house. I don't know, maybe I'd surprise myself. You never know until you try. So cheers. Pretty good. This mug is from the Dollar Tree. It reminds me of tribal art. I like tribal art. You know, even with people that have tattoos, I like the tribal ones that are just like black, I guess they are, with the tribal designs. My ex-husband Tom had a couple of tattoos. One of them was pretty large on his forearm, that it wasn't a tribal tattoo. It was a testament to the breakup of his first marriage, which I always thought, why would you want a reminder of that on your person? But anyway, I should have had a clue. Well, moving on. No, he's a good guy, but you know, sometimes these things just don't work out the way you envision them to work out. So then you have to go to plan B and figure out what it is you want instead. And I'm pretty good at going to plan B. So I really don't have a lot left in leftovers. But I do have a lot of things that I can just pop in the air fryer. So I like to keep things like that on hand too. That way I don't have to cook every single day. I can just pop something in the air fryer and have a quick meal. So I have to really think about what I want to do today. Which choice, A, B, C, D. I could probably go through the whole alphabet of things that I could do, but I have to pick a couple. So one thing I do want to do is go over to my budget book, which is over there, and I'll take you with me. Here I am again. So yesterday I did spend money. I went on Amazon and I reordered my raspberry Ticino, because I'm running low on that, and so I have a subscription for that now. I'm going to receive one every 2 months. So I like to have a cup of that in the afternoon. I like that. I like the snickerdoodle and the gingerbread flavors. Those are the ones I like. So it's not cheap. It's like $11 for a bag of it. But you don't need a whole lot. And I make mine as a pour over, so I don't have to use a lot of product, and it's very, very flavorful. I almost prefer it over coffee, but it's how should I describe it? It's a coffee alternative, and I believe it's made with chicory and other. It's actually a tea. Tea. Oh boy. Anyway, it's really good. Very flavorful, and it smells wonderful. So yeah, I went ahead because I'm running low on that, and I don't want to run out. So that's all I bought. So that was $11 and something. So, yep, trying to stretch the bucks as far as I can and still get the things I want and need. It's getting harder and harder, but we will forge ahead. So, I don't really need much of anything else. I should make a trip to Mark's. That was the last store that I usually shop at. But I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for that and just go with my mom when I visit her. I'm not sure. I like my Mark's much better than the Mark's she has by her house. Probably because I'm used to my own store. But I don't know. You never know. I may hop in the car and go get what I need. I only needed like a few things from Mark's, because I go to different grocery stores for different things, and I buy the same things over and over. I've said it before, I like to mix and match my ingredients, so whatever I buy at a certain store, that's usually what I end up with. But the problem with Mark's, they're a little bit like Aldi's. They get things in, and then sometimes it just disappears. So then you have to find something else. And sometimes you end up buying things, trying to replace something that you liked, and whatever you buy isn't your favorite, so you buy something else. At least that's what I do. I still use the other product, but until I find a suitable replacement, sometimes you end up with 2 or 3 things that you don't really like that much. I don't know, do you find that to be true? So I think that's why I like to stock up on things that I really like, make sure I have plenty of it in case it's discontinued or the stores no longer carry it. Well, anyway, so that's it for the budget today. Not much going on. I've gathered things that I want to do in the house. I want to put up that brick wallpaper in the living room. Maybe I'll do that sometime when the weather is not the best. But there's other things that I want to do in the meantime while the weather's decent. I have to still plant those hibiscus that I got. I need to do that. And I need to harvest some things out of the garden. So I guess I'll do that today. But in the house, I have piles in every room, a pile here, nothing horrendous, a pile here and a pile there. Well, except for my one bedroom where I had to switch everything around. That's got a lot of big piles. It's sort of a not so nice looking room, but the rest of the house, other than the basement, because I'm moving things around from upstairs to the basement, and sometimes that creates a big mess. So those two places need a lot of work, but everything else in the house, my bedroom, the bathroom, all those rooms are pretty good. But they do have little piles here and there that need to be put away. So, all right, well, that's all I have for the budget today. And trying to keep it on the low spend. I'm not doing a no spend right now, but I am trying to keep it on the low spend because next month my new deck is being installed, and that'll be a good chunk of change, almost $6,000, but I'm having the composite material put in so that I don't have to do, you know, staining and all that stuff. All I have to do is take my little pressure washer maybe once or twice a year and wash the deck. So, and I'm having it made a little bit bigger, which I'm looking forward to. Not a whole lot, just a couple feet, but that'll give me a little more space. So, okay, I'll be back with something else in a little bit. All right, tonight for dinner, I just put these out. It's 12:30. I'm going to have one of these. They're meaty, called mushroom root steaks. It says they're gluten-free, so they're not made with Vital Wheat gluten. These are the ingredients. Looks pretty basic to me. It says avoid if sensitive to fungi, such as mushrooms, mold, or yeast. No gluten, soy, wheat, artificial colors or flavors. So that sounds pretty healthy. Looks pretty good. So anyway, I'm going to try one of these for dinner. This is how you prepare it. So we'll see. Now I paid $10 for these. I got these at Fresh Time. That's the name of a store in Westlake, here where I live. So they're not cheap, but you figure nothing's cheap. So it's about the size of a fillet, I would say, a beef fillet. So I'm going to try one for dinner. The other one I'm going to put back in the freezer. It says you can cook them either thawed or frozen. So I'm going to thaw this out and see how I like it. And if I really, really like it, I may get a couple more of these next time I head that way and just keep them in the freezer for a treat. All right, well, just thought I'd share these with you. It's got 15 grams of protein, 8 grams of fiber, and 95% mycelium. Okay, we'll see how they taste. I cooked 3 potatoes in the microwave. I'm going to peel those now, mash them up, and save them for later to make twice-baked potatoes. I peeled and roughly mashed up the potatoes, added some pepper, a big glob of butter. I'm going to add some garlic powder, onion powder, and some of this ranch seasoning. And then I'll stick in the fridge, and then later on tonight I'll heat it back up and add some non-meat bacon bits to it and cheese. So that'll be delicious to go with that nut steak. First thing I'm going to do, I finally got myself outside. I'm going to harvest these veggies, and then I'm going to time myself for 15 minutes, 20 minutes max, and I'm going to pull these weeds here in the shade because there are a lot of them. So I don't know, this has just gotten totally out of control. So I'm just going to do one section at a time and not stress about it. So we'll see how far I get, and then I have to water because everything is pretty dry. Well, I've been out here for about a good 20 minutes anyway, and I still have to water. So it's not perfect. I still have to do this area, something for tomorrow. And here, these are mostly dandelions. They have deep roots, so I'm going to have to spray those. But it does look better than it did. So I just have to do one section at a time. At this point, that's all I can do. And some of this ivy I'm going to cut back. So, yeah, next year I have to do things differently. I just have to. I can't keep up with it the way it is. So I still have to water. That's another thing that I need to cut back on. So, these are really pretty though. And the puppy too. All right. I'm going to water and call it good. There's something in there that he likes to eat. I need to do this section yet too, but not today. I have to do that early in the morning because it's too sunny and hot there. But it's a beautiful day out here, absolutely perfect. All right, time to water. There's a big, huge thing of weeds. Have to go dump that in the woods. And these are all little begonias that planted themselves. I like when I have volunteers. And here's my gardening buddies. And Chloe likes to lay in the sun. She likes to get a suntan. I don't know, just too hot for me. Okay, well, to the watering and then to the recliner. Well, here is today's beautiful harvest. Look at those beautiful colors. So I have to clean all this yet, put it in the fridge. And then over here, it's dinner time. So I'm going to make this into a twice baked potato. This is my nut steak, my mushroom steak. And I have hamburger seasoning on there. And I'm going to make it on the Foreman grill. And then I'm going to have a salad with it. So I'm kind of anxious to taste this. I hope it's good. So, all right, I'll be back once I get it all plated up. All right, well, here's tonight's dinner. That looks pretty darn good. Twice baked potatoes with some cheese, some bacos, some sour cream, mixed salad with garden tomatoes and olives. And this is the nut steak. So that looks pretty steakish to me. So let me give it a taste. I mean, it's not like a juicy steak. I don't know, let's see. It's good, but it's not like a juicy steak. It's on the drier side, but it's good. I like it. It has a good flavor. So let me try the potatoes. Those are good. And I have enough left over to have another one for another meal. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this now. I think you could probably add some steak sauce to this. That would be good. But yeah, I'm going to eat it just the way it is. So, all right. That's tonight's dinner. Quick and easy. It took all of 15 minutes to put it together. Okay, well, dinner was good. The faux steaks, they were good, but they were it was a little on the dry side. So it reminded me of a well done steak. That's kind of how it was, like a well done piece of steak. So if you like your meat well done, you would probably like it. But I think it would be much better to eat it with a steak sauce. I ended up eating it with ketchup because I didn't have any steak sauce available. But some A1 or something, and I do believe that is accidentally vegan, but you know, do your own research on that. So I think that would make it much better. The potatoes were great, and I always like a nice fresh salad. So dinner was good. It was enjoyable. I don't know if I would spend $10 on the steaks again, because they are small. They're not very big. You saw the size of them. But all in all, I like to try different things anyway. So I got a good harvest from the garden today, and now I have to do something with it. And I was busy all day today. I was working on putting away piles of this and piles of that. Stuff that was out that I didn't quite know what to do with. Not stuff I wanted to get rid of, but stuff that needed a home. So I did that, and yeah, I was busy all day. So I'm glad I at least got some of those weeds pulled. That's terrible. Lots more to go out there, and then I'm just going to spray so that hopefully they don't come back. I already sprayed once, but the weeds are like super weeds this year. Really a lot. So I'm done for the day. I'm not doing anything else. So I hope you guys had a good day. It was a good day. I got quite a bit done, but I took my time and it wasn't hurried, anything like that. So anyway, that's all I have for you today, my friends. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. It helps my channel grow. Don't forget to share, and thanks for watching.